All right, guys, welcome back to the Coosa River Farm Boys. We have got a crew here today. We got Derek Wilson and his four of your five, correct?
Right.
All right, and look, don't take that pappy away from him. Let him suck on that as long as he wants to. Let me tell you this. Mine couldn't have them at daycare, you know, at a certain age. And when they get in the car, after daycare, it was like an adult smoking a cigarette. They was a certain age. All right, we got David Mims. All right, David is one of my oldest and dearest friends. All right, now you put the camera on Brittany. She may get you good, but David and Jeff's kids played a lot of Little League baseball together, right? Quite a bit. And I was in there a little bit because I umpired a lot of those games.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
You cost us a lot of games.
I cost them a lot of games, yes. Okay. All right. Now, I will show y'all this. When I would punch a little leaguer out on a third called strikeout, I don't want to scare you, little man, but I'm going to show you the move. Yeah! Was that how I did it? All right. And they're just about... It was a ball. Now, I have been to the Grand Canyon with David. I've been to, what you took? You went to
San Antonio.
San Antonio. I've been to New York, Washington, D.C.
Chicago.
Everywhere on youth choir church tours, music tours. And I got to say something about Derek. Derek, I know probably remembers this, but I'll remember it way more than him. Derek and Brittany were either engaged or dating or whatever, and he could have been spending time with his lovely girlfriend. But he spent so much time playing cards with the smaller kids, one of mine being one of them. And they really fell in love with Derek playing those cards. And I'll never forget you spending that time with them. Okay. All right. But guys, oh, and David, do you remember when we were in Utah going to that Arches Park and our bus driver drove about 55 miles an hour through a construction zone?
Yes.
And the troopers, and they came got him. Everybody else was going 10, we were going 55 right through a construction zone. All right. Now, Jeff, this is one of my uncanny abilities. Your four kids finished in 06, 2011, 2013, and 2020.
That's correct, yeah.
Your four kids finished in 04, 05, 2010, and 2011. And you probably don't even know. Otter, tell them how I can...
Now you are full of useless information.
Yeah. Now look, guys. All right, what we got here, I got a phone call from David on Sunday on one of our previous episodes.
Yeah, y'all need to go back and check that out too.
Yeah.
Our chicken killing episode.
Yeah. Well, on one of our previous episodes, the good, the different, and the ugly,
Yeah.
we told the story of how our 35 got killed by a dog. All right, they have some meat birds, and they are getting close to processing. And I'm so happy that I can send them home, or we can send them home with this stuff over here. So, guys, you're about to get a tutorial, and each one of us will tell some different parts of what you're going to be doing when it comes time to send those chickens to camp. Do you know what camp they'll be going to? Freezer camp. Freezer camp, right, Derek?
That's right.
All right, now, all right, let's get over here. All right, here's going to be process one. Come on in, Super Dave. All right, now, boys, why do we have this to send home with y'all?
To put our chicken in.
Oh, very good. You're going to get about 3 live birds from wherever you got them, put them in there. Now, Jeff, talk about, you were the expert on this.
Well,
Talk about what you do with that.
Yeah, you're just gonna find, y'all find a post or a couple of posts and nail them up to the post like this. And you can see these have been used here, but
Yeah, y'all may need to wash them a little
yeah,
bit.
you put them in head first where their head's coming out like this, and have a sharp knife or a razor, and it's humane, isn't it?
Oh, very humane.
Yeah,
Now,
and you
Jeff,
gotta
you-
hold their head down a little bit, and you just cut their throat there and let them bleed out.
And put your bucket under there for the.
Yeah, catch the blood. But it takes them about a minute to bleed out.
Yeah, it don't take but
Yeah.
a
It
minute or
don't
two.
take that long. They
And-
bleed out pretty quick.
And you know, I'm just being honest here. I know
Not
some
much
people.
suffering.
I know some people will be watching on YouTube and saying different things, but you're going to hold their kind of rear end down because they're going to do a little bit of flopping. All right. Once once they
Correct.
start bleeding out. Now, don't do like Jeff. Jeff cut his hand. He still got a scar.
Yeah, I still do. Yeah, I cut it. It went, well, there it is.
He cut
yeah.
it pretty
Yeah,
good.
he's got a scar. He slid his hand off. Okay.
Pretty deep.
All right, now, the next thing, Otter. I think now they can watch some YouTube stuff on it, but Derek, you want to watch those fire ants, youngster. All right, you want to keep this between like 130 to about 150, right?
150.
All right. Once you have the chicken has given up the ghost, right?
Expired.
Expired. Okay, come here. All right. You're going to hold that chicken in that water. You're going to hold him in and swirl him around, and then you're going to pull wing feathers. If they pull out gently, then that chicken is ready to go. Okay. Now, you can come over here, big guy. We want you in here too. All right. Now, all right, Otter and Jeff, please tell the guys that this is the ticket.
That thing is amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to try it without.
Okay. This thing right here. Now, and this just pops off. You can just take this whole thing off to kind of. Now, Otter, I need for you to remind me, when we were putting them in the spinner, did we have a hose pipe going on them as well?
No,
No.
no,
Okay, we didn't have a hose pipe.
no.
going
The
on.
feathers is the opening in the bottom. The
Yeah,
feathers
and there'll
just come
be
out the
piles
bottom.
Of feathers. And
Yeah.
Otter said something about how well it got the feathers off. Basically, he said they get undressed faster than a worker at night on Bourbon Street. Okay, okay. The feathers, 25, 30 seconds, they're off.
Yes.
30 seconds.
About-
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, all right, so the next thing you're gonna have is you're gonna have you a table, Derek. All right, you're gonna have your table. Now, the hard part's over with now. All right, you're gonna take your fillet knife or pocket knife or whatever. You're gonna cut that little nodule off at the base of the chicken. And you're gonna cut the head off too. And you're just gonna reach your hand in the cavity and just pull everything out. Okay, and if you got some kind of little scraper maybe that has, I don't know, like some kind of little tiny paint, you can get, I got it pretty much all with my hands. And just have you a bucket for the the entrails, right?
Yeah.
Entrails, right?
Entrails.
All right. Otter,
Cut the legs off.
am I leaving anything out at this point?
I don't think
Tell
so.
them to have some ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, after you disembowel the chicken, okay, you're then going to have a table where you do all your cutting, and we just froze them whole, okay? All right, and then after you do that, all right, we just filled that bucket with ice and water, all right, and we threw them in there to chill, okay?
Because they'll still be a little bit warm coming out of the water.
Yeah.
And they hadn't been dead but a minute either.
Right. All right. And we got some young farmers over here. Look, hey, I've been trying to get Otter behind that tiller plow for 2 years in the garden, and this 2-year-old's doing better than Otter. Now, all right, here is another big piece of advice. All right, you're probably gonna kill them in the afternoon, right? All right, don't feed them that morning, okay? Water them, but don't feed them, because their crawl will be full of feed. All right, because we had to feed a few to lure them, the last few, to lure them up where we could catch them. We had to put some feed, and then it was a little messy cleaning that out. So, all right, so bringing them to the processing area in your little container, have those ready, have your water ready, and like Jeff said, you probably want a lot of ice. And by the way, this has a 15-minute timer on it. If it goes off, just turn that way your water won't get too hot. All right, and then once you've got them all done in that ice, all right, then you can go back and wash them really good. Now we ordered, Derek, the little seal bags that had a little straw in them. All right, you can get them off Amazon. I don't have any more. But Jeff, kind of tell how we got the water back up to about 150, and it had a straw in it. All right, Otter, talk about that.
Yeah, we would take the bag, put them in a bag. Ooh.
All right.
We would put them in a bag and put the straw in, and then dump them back down in the clean water, and all the air would run out, and that bag would just shrivel up, and it was like they was vacuum sealed.
Now, if you don't have that, you can just put them in, dry them off good, put them in a gallon or whatever size freezer bag they would go in, and then just put them in the freezer and go from there. All right, we got kids crying, kids on lawnmowers. I love it. I love it. All right, have you figured everything out?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, now, all right, here's the part, being a teacher, do you have any questions?
No, I think you covered it pretty good.
All right, but trust me, when you fire this baby up, Jeff, get a shot in there.
Oh yeah, this thing was
Still got
amazing.
feathers in it.
Yeah, this thing right here, you put
It's
that
amazing.
chicken in there and turn it on, and
I couldn't believe how quick
It'll
it
be
just-
flopping around
it
in
just-
there, and in a minute, I mean, just a few seconds, all the feathers is
If
off.
you had to
All of a sudden, you gotta
defeather
make it
all of them yourself,
Yeah,
that'd be
all
that'd
of a sudden
work.
you've
He's gonna
got
put his pappy in there.
a naked bird. Now, I didn't bother trying to keep the livers or gizzards because we had a bunch to process.
Yeah, and it takes longer than 2 hours.
We did 30 something.
We did 30 something, and Al said we can have it done in 2 hours. No, we did not.
But tell them what you said, the learning curve.
The next time we might have, did it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot to learn that first time, but
Yeah.
that was our first time.
And like I said, it's just, I want y'all to just keep this stuff until you've processed all of them, okay? All right, and now what do you have them in, like just a regular pen?
A chicken tractor.
Okay,
It's about 4 foot by 10 foot.
okay. Well, we had one when we was trying to get out of the tractor. All right, we got it over there to the processing area, and he got away, and we could not check. Lucky. We named him Lucky. But I don't think he was lucky the next day. I think the neighborhood dogs got him.
Well, he got up under the pavilion right there. We couldn't get to
He
him.
got up under the gazebo when we could not get him. So we actually did 34. All right. Is Big Man gonna be in the processing?
Oh yeah.
All right. It's really pretty simple, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
About 1 or 2, and you'll have it down.
and my
Yeah.
father-in-law, Bob Limbaugh, always said this. He was an engineer for Alabama Power, same company David will be retiring from soon. All right. He said, happiness is having the right tool for the job. And this thing right here
Is the right.
is the
Yeah.
right tool.
Yes, it is.
But you want to have plenty of ice and, and just mix your water. I mean, you can take that Rubbermaid if you want to, if you got a cooler or whatever, you can. All right, Otter, have you got any advice or anything?
No, just if they get hung up, call you.
Well, when are you gonna process them, this weekend?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. I was telling you, father-in-law, we're so busy at Purcell Farms right now for the next 2 weeks. I can't really help out, but I know with all this stuff, you're gonna be fine. Trust me on that. You're gonna be fine. Now, I think that Brittany needs to take her crew down there to those orange sunflowers and get some pictures, right?
Yeah, that'd make beautiful.
And her and Derek probably need to get a romantic picture in the sunflower patch right there. And we'll show David and them our turnip greens and stuff and talk about our sponsor.
If you need any if you got any real estate needs, contact Jennifer Gallops, Keller Williams, Metro South Realty. If you're buying, selling, looking, thinking about buying or selling, just contact her, and she can help you out. And she's moving the houses right now. I seen today where she's got another one under contract, so give her a holler.
Hey, Otter, are you getting due for a haircut?
Yes, I am.
All
I
right.
meant to go this morning, but
No,
I didn't
don't.
make it.
You have promised me that a show is going to be me cutting.
No, I did not make that.
Yo, you said you would do it.
I did not make that.
I
Promise.
cut my dad's hair the last 4 years he lived. You remember my dad? Bald headed. How can you mess that up? You can't. All right, let's
give you that.
we're gonna revisit with you guys down at the turnip ring and
I'll
flower
let you cut my
patch.
hair out.
Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful head of hair. All right, we'll be back in a moment. We got these youngsters down here on the tractor. We got David giving me a grade on our collards that Otter did not help. Get over here, Otter.
I didn't help plant these.
You didn't help plant them. That's
You
why.
asked me to help plant.
Well, I know how you're a city boy. But, David, what kind of grade you get my turnip greens over there?
Good.
All right. Well, look, I'm just wondering if we can get these 4 kids and their mom and dad on the pier where they can get a sunset picture. That's going to be a task, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
that'll
going to be a
tough.
circus, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, without
All right.
one of them in the water.
Now, guys, I think, Derek, are you feeling pretty good about everything?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm ready to go kill some chicken.
David, are you feeling good about things? Hey, and it's going to be the best chicken you've ever eaten. Otter?
That's absolutely right. It'll be the best.
Oh, yeah.
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 And hey, I'm glad that people are doing this because them chickens you buy in the grocery store, they're pumped full of antibiotics and steroids. Yours are pumped full of feed, grass, and they'll be the best. Otter, Jeff, y'all got anything before we wrap up and try to get these kids on the pier for a picture?
Good luck.
Good luck. Hey, we may be calling the rescue squad. That's a wrap from Lay Lake, Coosa River Farm Boys.